I had chased this staircase for years, and the temple finally stood in front of us, silent, intact enough to lie. I had promised my team we weren't hunting fantasy, only evidence, layered one decision at a time.
I had seen random looters leave chaos. This looked like someone hid value with care. I had expected rubble, but the symmetry told me the temple still had a plan. I had learned ancient builders used the floor as a map when they wanted a path remembered.
I had brought caution into every room, because the temple's calm was never a guarantee.
I had found the first honest clue, coins placed like punctuation, telling us where to look next. I had recognized sealed space by its breath, air that hadn't moved in centuries. I had felt the world narrow, and that's when the staircase story began to feel real.
I had seen instruction disguised as art, gold used to make the message survive.
I had found precision where collapse should have ruled, and precision meant intent.
I had forced my hands to slow down, because the first mistake underground becomes the last chapter.
I had finally seen the first step, and I understood why no one wanted to go first.
I had counted steps like seconds, because every meter down reduces your choices. I had felt daylight surrender, and the temple's story start speaking in silence. I had hit the first checkpoint, offerings placed to prove someone expected visitors.
I had realized we weren't just under the temple, we were under its secret.
I had learned the temple used repetition to keep you moving forward.
I had reached a door that looked like an ending, and endings underground are usually traps.
I had seen a protocol, not a puzzle. This place wanted the correct gesture. I had watched the stone answer precision, and that scared me more than resistance.
I had crossed the line nobody dared cross, and the first treasury answered immediately.
I had entered Treasure 1, and it felt like worship translated into metal.
I had seen devotion stored like inventory, careful, counted, and untouched.
I had felt watched by craftsmanship designed to steer attention.
I had realized this wasn't looters' chaos. This was a room built to display.
I had learned the obvious layer is rarely the real one.
I had resisted the urge to linger, because the temple kept hinting there was more below.
I had seen gold used like architecture, meant to survive distance.
I had felt the room become ceremonial, like the next reveal was staged.
I had seen the icon that always hides the next door. I had followed the writing without reading every word, because the gold already spoke. I had reached a centerpiece that demanded discipline, not greed. I had realized the temple's locks were rituals, simple, strict, unforgiving. I had found treasure that felt like an archive, protected because it mattered. I had understood Treasure 1 was a corridor, not a destination. I had seen where prayers once pooled, and now wealth pooled in their place. I had reached the first barrier that felt designed to stop professionals.
I had watched the stone respond to millimeters.
I had felt permission granted, and permission underground is never free.
I had stepped into a room that looked untouched, and that unnerved me.
I had seen the temple whisper one word: down. I had realized the temple was becoming something else.
I had heard two languages in the stone, ritual on the surface, engineering underneath.
I had sensed the twist before it happened. The temple was guarding a machine.
I had watched ritual become mechanical. Same discipline, different logic.
I had confirmed the rumor. Below the temple, someone built a vault that moved.
I had felt the story pivot from worship to security.
I had seen how builders warn the careful without posting a sign.
I had realized Treasure 1 was bait, and the real vault was the machine under it.
I had entered the true system, and it felt built to punish impatience.
I had watched my engineer become the key, and that made every step feel earned. I had felt the vault move, and movement underground always means consequences.
I had seen traps without spikes, just machinery that didn't care about bodies.
I had learned the vault measured weight, not intention.
I had kept the camera wide, because in this place, context was survival.
I had felt the vault was still alive, powered by gravity and time.
I had seen the vault ask a question with 3 answers.
I had watched correct input defeat brute strength.
I had felt the vault tighten its grip the deeper we went.
I had realized the maze was mechanical, not mystical, still just as deadly.
I had felt the vault accept us, temporarily.
I had seen the scale jump, and my stomach dropped the way it does before a finale.
I had noticed the vault used gold to guide, because it knew greed keeps people walking.
I had reached another barrier, and I could feel the vault demanding work for every reward.
I had watched effort convert into access.
I had seen the vault tease us, giving gold without giving the heart. I had reminded myself, the first treasure rooms are never the last.
I had seen another staircase, and I knew the title was earned. This is where fear becomes rational.
I had felt the vault close around us, like it preferred fewer witnesses.
I had learned the vault didn't attack. It tested.
I had watched the vault explain itself once, and I didn't need a second lesson. I had kept the shot wide, because falling is the one error you don't edit out.
I had seen the vault use math the way temples use prayer, absolute and indifferent. I had felt the vault finally let the reward approach. had entered a machine built as a monument.
I had reached a door that looked like it could end the story. Or end us.
I had realized this opening required teamwork, not bravery.
I had seen the first true line of treasure light, and it felt earned.
I had entered a room that existed only to make the next one feel impossible.
I had refused the side rewards, because the vault was still pulling us forward.
I had watched light follow us down, like a reminder of what we could lose.
I had felt the machine rhythm under my feet.
I had seen the vault offer choices, and choices are where people die.
I had watched expertise beat luck.
I had smelled old metal and dry stone, and it felt like history opening its lungs. I had realized the machine wasn't guarding treasure. Treasure was fueling the machine's meaning. Had felt the vault stop teasing and start revealing.
I had understood this was the last engineered test before the heart.
I had felt time become a lock.
I had reached the room that exists only to frame the finale. I had felt the vault ask for one last deliberate act.
I had watched the machine commit, and there was no turning back.
I had entered the heart of the machine, and it was richer than any story could responsibly promise. I had realized the treasure wasn't a pile. It was a landscape built to overwhelm. I had inventory at industrial scale, and it made the temple treasury feel like a foyer. I had watched worship become part of the mechanism's design. I had felt gravity as the vault's true guard.
I'd appreciated the honesty. The vault told you where to live, if you listened.
I had forced myself to treat the treasure like evidence, not winnings.
I had felt the vault concentrate value the way it concentrated danger.
I had seen the vault's finale, arranged like a timetable. I had understood the machine could either reveal more, or crush the careless.
I had watched a chest move like a drawer in a giant cabinet.
I had seen enough to hook any audience, and still I kept the pace, because the vault promised a bigger reveal. I realized this was a curated archive of wealth, not a single hoard.
I had seen information hidden among money, and that told me this vault protected more than metal.
I had watched the machine make a path, and I knew it was leading to the true core. I had understood the vault required proof to proceed.
I had chosen respect over force, because respect was the only safe key left.
I had reached the heart,
and it looked engineered to be seen, but not taken.
I had felt the vault deliver its final lesson. You can witness without owning.
I had watched one object light the entire system, and the scale finally made sense.
I had returned to the temple's public face, and it suddenly looked harmless.
I'd watched the temple pretend nothing happened, and that's how legends survive.
I had stepped back into daylight with everyone accounted for, and that felt like the real treasure.
I had looked at the temple and understood. The staircase was never the fear. The decision to keep going was. I had left the vault untouched and the story intact, because some places stay powerful only